Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In case you didn't know, in 1 week, Dead by Daylight is finally bringing back the Lights Out game mode for the first time in nearly 2 years. And if you've never played Lights Out or you don't know what it is, it's basically exactly what the name says. It's Dead by Daylight with the lights out. You're in complete and total darkness, nobody has any perks, killers don't have a terror radius, survivors don't leave scratch marks, the game doesn't tell you how many generators are remaining. Even killers like Huntress and Trickster that normally have a lullaby don't have a lullaby anymore, so those killers can also sneak up on you out of nowhere. And honestly, it's one of my favorite game modes that's ever been in Dead by Daylight because it actually makes it feel scary and like a horror game. In the most recent iteration of Lights Out, which again was almost 2 years ago, they did introduce a candles mechanic where you could find these candles around the map to sort of light your way and sort of guide you. You could see the auras of generators if you had them, and you could also put them on top of generators to sort of light the area so killers couldn't sneak up on you as easily. Now, I didn't mind this mechanic at all. I actually thought it was really cool. It was nice to go around the map and find these candles and then actually have some light around you, give you a little bit more of an advantage as survivor because the game mode is very killer sided. If you're playing an insta down killer, you just pop out of the shadows. It's very easy to win with killer in this game mode. So I understand why they added these candles, but in this new version that's coming out next week, they're adding a different variant of the candles. They're adding lanterns. Now, these lanterns won't just guide your way with light. They're going to let you see the auras of all pallets, windows, and breakable walls within 32 meters. Does that sound familiar? Well, that's because that's just the perk Windows of Opportunity. They're giving survivors windows of opportunity in the Lights Out game mode. I actually have a good visualization for you. Here's me going against a dredge during nightfall while using Windows of Opportunity on RPD. So look, it's complete and total darkness because it's nightfall, but I can see all of the windows and the pallets and everything all around me within a 32-meter radius. So it's useless. The nightfall is useless. Dredge is not scary. I know exactly where to go. I know what resources are there. And now that's what's going to be in Lights Out for everybody who just goes and picks up a lantern. So it's not really Lights Out anymore. It's not really scary because all survivors are going to do is just immediately, as soon as the match starts, they're going to go find a lantern to make sure they're nice and cozy and safe. And then anytime a killer comes around, I'm sure the lanterns will also light up the area around them, I would imagine. And they're also going to show you all of the auras of all of your resources. And I just cannot understand or fathom this decision behavior. What are we doing? We just had an event where everybody was roasting you because survivors got all of the fun stuff, all these crazy abilities like invincibility, teleporting, invisibility, and you gave killers a fart in a bottle, stinky poison that you just throw at people, and that's all they got. And now we're finally getting Lights Out back 2 years later, and you're just going to give survivors aura reading of everything in the dark. What's the point? What's the point? Why even bring back Lights Out, honestly? And I really don't want this to be an us versus them thing, but I know there's going to be survivor players that are going to say, well, this game mode is way too killer-sided. Killers are way too powerful. Survivors need something like this to have a chance. But listen, if there's going to be a game mode that's killer-sided, it should be this one. This should be the most killer-sided game mode. This should be the scariest game mode because that's the whole point. And if you don't want to play it, if you want to use perks, then just queue up for regular DBD. Then you can use Windows of Opportunity and any perks you want. You have the lights on. But in this specific game mode, again, it's supposed to feel terrifying. It's supposed to be killer-sided. It should be. And I didn't even know if I wanted to make this video because I was going to wait to see how bad it actually was. But I thought maybe if I made the video, maybe if we were, loud enough and complained enough before that they would remove this. I know it's wishful thinking. They probably won't, but I just had to say something because, again, this is probably my favorite game modifier they've ever had. It's so fun. It's really scary as Survivor, and this just removes All of that. Completely. The whole point is to be in the dark. And not only that, but to be perkless. For both sides to be perkless. And now not only will the survivors not be in the dark because they have a lantern, but they also will have a perk. They're going to have Windows of Opportunity, which is one of the best survivor perks in the entire game. What do the killers get? Are you giving them something base kit too? Because it's not in the patch notes that you released. Behavior, please, don't do this. Don't do this. It's not too late. You still have 1 week. Please don't go through with this. Please don't ruin this modifier. I am begging you. It's only coming back for 1 week. Just get rid of the auras. Please. I know this video was short, and again, I know that I could have just waited until Lights Out released and saw how bad it was and then complained about it, but the more that I think about this decision and the more that I go back and read those patch notes, the more disappointed I am and the more sad I get. So if there's any chance Behavior could revert this, any chance, just the slightest chance, please, please.
Don't do it, Behavior.